Hello, hello. Welcome to another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Drawstream. I'll be picking up from where I left off last time. We're almost done with this piece. Uh, right now, I just want to add a little bit more shading to the trees and finish off some of the colors here. The tree stump in the front. Also, I have to color the tree trunks for the pine trees. Um, the Pokemon themselves and the little path that they're on. And then if I finish that uh, within the next hour or so, I might even start another sketch for something else that I would like to draw. Um, but for right now, stick around while I take care of adding some background music for the vibes and also share the stream link on my socials. So hang tight and we'll get started pretty soon. Also, if you're in the chat, feel free to say hi, just so it doesn't feel so lonely around here. Okay, copy the link. Um, let's see, where should I share it? I'm on my Blue Sky feed right now, and something I totally forgot about, but there's a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon podcast called Sentry Duty. I gotta go listen to that sometime. That sounds like fun. So shout out to them. Okay, so let's see. Now live doing a PMD Drawstream. Come say hi. Throw the link in there. And off you go. Or actually, why don't I add some hashtags for visibility, right? That always helps. Draw stream. Okay. That looks good. and post. Sweet. Alright. And with that, I think I'm all set, and we can start drawing to finish up this piece. Okay. Uh-oh. Where's my pen? Oh, here it is. Hey, it's not a true Drawstream without losing your pan checkbox checked, right? Alright, so let's see. What color do I have right now? Just white? Yeah, just white. Okay, so we are on the correct layer here. But I think I'll make the color a bit darker. Let's see what we can do. Whoops. Oh, we're on screen mode for the brush. Okay, how about now? Okay, I might have to lower the flow here. That's a little too strong. Do I have transparency locked? I think I do. There we go. That's good. That's still a little too much. Let me try to go to the transfer option and lower the minimum flow on the pen pressure to 10%. How does that work? Okay, still not good enough for me. Okay, 10% on the main one. Okay, alright. I'll just deal with it, otherwise I'm gonna be here all day messing around with it. You know? That's no bueno. No es bueno. Okay. Just add a little bit of depth here to the shading, I suppose. Should I be working on a different layer here? Kind of on top of these purple trees. Okay, maybe I'll just do a different layer after I'm done with this part. Ooh, the sun just came out. But I'm also seeing like very dark clouds in the horizon. It looks pretty crazy when that happens. But it just rained earlier today, and we got some pretty crazy rainbows around here. They're like, well, not to be dramatic with it, but they tend to be a bit majestic, I suppose. They're like super bright, super vivid, especially when the what do you call it? When it's closer to sunset, that's when you get some pretty crazy rainbows in the sky after rainfall. And there goes the sun. peeking through for a few minutes. Just saying hi. Checking in. Just doing a vibe check. Son was just doing a vibe check. And I was like, you good? We good here? Alright. I'll be back in a jiffy. That said, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna do my own vibe check on the chat here. Chat, where are you at? Say hi. Come in and say hi. Let me know how y'all doing today. Yesterday was Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Day. I was kind of thinking I could have done this Drawstream yesterday. Would have been a good timing, but it's very busy yesterday. I actually went to the beach later in the day. Around like I left the house around like 3 or 4, and I went to the beach. It was pretty nice. Beach wasn't too busy. The waves were pretty low. Water was nice. It wasn't too cold. And I saw a seagull later in the day pick up a crab and eat it whole by the shore. And I got a little jealous of the seagull, and I was like, well, I want to catch a crab too. What the heck? And so I did that. I used the same tactics because it was just like walking around, just looking by the very shallow water, just by the shore, the waves coming in, and then going back into the ocean. And I guess that's when you can kind of see the crabs, sort of half dug in the sand. There's then the water washes the sand off them, and then they sort of show up. And I saw one, and I'm like, this is it. This is my chance. I got to grab a crab. So I saw one. It was about like I don't know, like maybe 2.5 inches wide. They're not very big, so I was thinking even if it pinches me, it probably won't hurt that much. So I grabbed it and well, I didn't grab it. I kind of scooped it up onto both of my hands. And there's like a scooping motion around it, and so I had it in my hands, and it felt the legs felt very prickly, of course, just like kind of walking on my hands, right, trying to run off from this very traumatic experience. I'm sure it was. Sorry, crab, but I really wanted to grab one, so I held it in my hands. I was trying to escape, and I was trying to keep it in there, but of course it kept fighting, kept, trying to escape, and then eventually, grabbed onto one of my fingertips, and it squeezed, and it starts pinching. I'm like, okay, that's fine, I can handle it. But then it really started hurting. I'm like, God, okay, fine, I'll let you go. So I let it go, and I'm like, okay, fine. I got pinched by a crab. That was to be expected, but I really wanted to grab one, and then like a few seconds later, uh, I start seeing like very tiny like droplets of blood coming out um, of my finger, like just very tiny, like you pricked your finger with a tiny needle. It was the pinch that hurt the most, really. But yeah, it drew blood a little bit. but at the same time, I'm like, the crab pinched me. That was kind of cool. So that was my highlight for the day. Was grabbing a crab. Uh, I think I'm gonna try to do it again and see if I can grab it in a way that it doesn't pinch me, so I can just like kind of hold it and examine it for a few seconds before I put it back in the ocean. So yeah, that's what I was up to yesterday. Whoops. Just press the wrong button here. What happened? Oh goodness. There you go. Screen was glitching out on me for a second. Okay, that's it. I'll save real quick. But yeah, that's my riveting crab story for you. Let's see how the stream is actually doing. Actually, I haven't checked on it since I started, but I'm sure it's doing okay. Yep. Someone liked the video, which is good. The stream, I should say. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, are we done saving the file? Oh yeah, my coffee. Almost forgot. Oh no. What happened to music? Why stop music? Oh, okay. Interesting. It just stopped. Didn't fade out. Okay, moving on. So this looks okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a proof of concept sketch for now. I'm not going to actually finish it. But I think I like where I'm going with it, so... Okay. Very good, very good. Make it darker. More darkness. Ooh. It's a bit strong. Okay. Alright. I really have to move on. I'm getting too lost in the sauce here with this tree shading. You know what I mean? Sometimes it happens. Just get a little bit lost in the sauce, but it's okay. It's alright. No pressure. Do have to move on though. Alright, so now I think I'm gonna grab white and try to make these leafless trees. bit brighter and try to make them look like they're glowing. Girl, you glowing. What should I do? What should I do? Okay, that's fine. A little bit of a glow around the branches here. Maybe I should make the flow of the brush a little stronger this time. Yeah, that helps. Okay. PMD soundtrack is always fun. Always welcome. Sometimes I'll hear in like videos from YouTube or just like randomly, even on like videos that have nothing to do with gaming at all. And I'm just like, oh, they're using a Mystery Dungeon track. That's interesting. Meanwhile, it's like a political video on like Candace Owens and stuff. What the heck? Everyone's a gamer these days. Okay, so that's that for that tree. Just working on this tree on the right here, the purple one, adding some glow to the branches, because I think they're supposed to look like they're kind of glowing a little bit. Excuse me. You look like you're glowing, darling. Absolutely radiant. Okay, that's good enough for you. That's enough glowing for you, Missy. Ma'am. Lady, young lady. You be glowing too much. Damn near blinding us all. With all your glowing. I'm just here talking nonsense. Okay, alright, time to do the tree trunks for the pine trees. Let's see, I believe it's like a light navy bluish color. Yeah, that's about right. Start here on the left side with the swan. How we doing, chat? Talk to me. Say something. Okay, alrighty. Almost done with these. That's good enough. Alright. Got the tree trunk here. Very good, very good. Let's see. How about this color for the top? Maybe a little lighter? Whoops. Did not need to control click that. Being a bit indecisive here with the colors. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's not too terrible. Let me do a little bit of an indigo here on the sides. Can't really tell, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's good. All right. So let's see. Bulbasaur. You gotta remember that Bulbasaur is like a teal color. Almost closer to blue, right? Let's see how this one does. Yeah, that's about right. Froggo. And then I think the eyes are like a red color, if I remember correctly. Coloring Pokemon from memory. New challenge. I don't know what ribbons is going to be, but I'll just make it red for now. Just for now. Just very typical Badge of Honor colors. Type stuff. You know? Okay, let's see this one. Oh, this track is so good. What is it? It's a friend area, isn't it? Oh, Swamp. It's just called Swamp. What an awesome track. And it's like an area that not a lot of people get, well, not that they don't get to experience it, it's just that it's not an area that you visit that often, unless you are always going in there to grab some mons that you want to keep in your team. But the friend areas is just like you go in there and you just stay if you want to just hang out and listen to the music. Just keep your DS on and just listen to it. Okay, then we have the rescue badge here on the other side, kind of peeking out. Now it's time to maybe I'll add some shading to Absol here. How about yeah, that's fine. Just a little bit of shading. Make it a bit darker, maybe. Hello. Yeah, friend area music. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh goodness, what color is Absol's eyes? Is it also red or something? I'm gonna have to start pulling up reference images. I'll just make him red for now. Looks so evil. Okay, and now that we have this color here, let's go for Torchic. Let's color Torchic in. Right? Let me add some, lighting to Bulbasaur's face. Man, I am once again getting lost in the sauce here. This is just supposed to be a sketch, but I'm wasting too much time on coloring. Okay. Alright. Come on, Derek. Come on. You need to move on, buddy. Let me make this red a bit more orange. Right? It's not so much red. Maybe a bit brighter? Hold on. Okay. Let's just start over. Just start over. Oh wait, let me go back to the line art here, and whoops, whoops-a-daisy. Okay, whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Go back to this layer and do that. Some yellow here for the chicken feet. The little chicken feet. Run along, little Torchic. The feathers are yellow, right? What would be a good matching color? Should I also give him a yellow bow? Or should I go with green? Let's see, how about this green? Maybe something warmer. Maybe I should go for a darker green. How about this? Whoa! Monster House! No, this is a boss battle. Boss battle music. Okay, and maybe I'll give it a yellowish tint. Okay, I'll think about it. But for now, this is what we're doing. Alright, so let me hit save on this. Take a sip of my coffee. Because I tend to get a little sleepy after lunch. And I tend to have lunch a bit late. Like around between 2 and 3 p.m. is usually when I'm having lunch. And sometimes when I'm taking too long to cook, or I started cooking late, then I'll have lunch at 4 p.m. And I'm just like, oh man. Alrighty. Hey, if you're enjoying the Drawstream so far, and you haven't liked the video yet, may I ask you to do so, because that would help me out a little bit. Appreciate it. Now, I really should look up a reference image for this scene, because I forget what the path in the middle is supposed to be colored like. So let's see, Frosty. Whoops. Frosty Forest. Pokemon Mystery Dungo. Let's go. Show me the goods. Okay, so it looks like in the DX version, it's not a very dark path. It just looks like ice, like blue ice. In the original Japanese dub, the path is like a gray color, like a dark gray. So maybe I can find something in between that. Let's see. I'll go for a gray color, but more bluish in tone, and perhaps not so dark. I could start with this gray, right? Wait, if I add it to my color swatches, does Photoshop usually tend to rename the colors what they are? Oh no, it just says swatch 1. Okay, cancel. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna pick another color, like a lighter tone here, to start off with. And give it a more indigo hue to it, perhaps. Or should I do it the other way around? A more cyan blue tone. Okay. And let me make the other darker gray. Slightly darker, slightly more vivid. and slightly more indigo. Okay, alright. Decisions. Okay, let's see what I can do with these colors that I just picked. See how it looks. I can always change it later, right? No pressure. Let me do yet another layer. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's go under Absol here for a second. Excuse me, Absol. I know I'm being rude. And now, coming closer here to Bulbasaur. Sorry, Bulbasaur, just gotta go under you for a second. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Great stuff. I think I'm gonna mess around with the colors here. Let's see. More vivid. Oh, yes. That's good. I think that's it. Just need it to be more saturated. And I'm going to eye drop that color. Pick something a bit lighter. And just kind of put it in the middle here. Ooh, it's so watercolory. Fancy. Oh my goodness, look at me. Oh, I'm such an artist. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was bad. Okay, let's add this darker blue here, which might actually be a little too strong. Let me make it a bit lighter. That's still a bit too much. I can be so indecisive with these colors, but okay, this might work. Just sprinkle it here and there. That's fine. Sorry, little Torchic. Just messing around under your little chicken feet. Okay. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Okay, let me go back to that lighter blue again. Oh boy, I gotta sneeze. Okay, I sneezed off mic. One of these days, I gotta get me a streaming deck so I can have a cough button, sneeze button, just quickly mute myself before incoming disaster strikes. Alrighty. So that's gonna be it, I think. colors could be a bit more pronounced, but I think that's something I could keep in mind for when I actually get around to finishing this piece. Or I can just saturate them a bit more. Is that good? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, alright. We cooking. We cooking. This is a line art. Color. Yeah, the mon are fine. I think I'll make Bulbasaur's and Torchic's line art a bit darker. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That works. That really does work. Okay. Well, there you go. I think that's where I'm gonna stop with the sketch and move on to the next one. So let me save this one while I check on chat and also the stream itself. See how we cooking. See how everybody doing. Okay. Hey, got 2 likes on the stream. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Okay. So what do you guys think I'm gonna be drawing next? It could be anything. It could even be a boat. Sorry, that's my Family Guy reference for you. Okay, so I am going to group all these layers into one folder, and I'm going to call it Frosty Forest. Yes, sir. Okay. Alright, well, say goodbye to Bulbasaur, Torchic, and Absol, everybody. Bye. Because we're going to get started on a new piece. And for this one, I am actually going to flip the canvas. Because I want to work on a vertical piece this time. Okay, so let's see. I gotta work on my guides here to make sure I'm working within the boundaries of what I want to do. But while you guys wait for me to start sketching, type in the chat what you think I'm going to be drawing next. Or you could also tell me what you'd like me to draw, because I'm curious. I mean, I already made my decision, so I guess that's not very fair, but I'm still curious to know if there's anything you'd like me to draw. I might consider it in the future too, you know. So no harm in making suggestions. Um, okay, so let's see. I just gotta look up something that will tell me what ratio I will want to work at. Okay, so let's see. Have I gotten any guesses yet? Guess not. Yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of research on something I want to do because I'm going to get the sizing correct. And then I'll get started. Okay, maybe instead of having a blank layer, let me just write a little message saying what I'm up to right now. Let's see. BRB. Um, whoops. Come on. Come on. Okay. This is, what's this size? 640 by 890. Okay. 64 by 89. 64 by 89. Let me see if I can make a marquee tool shape of that size. 64 by 89, more or less. Fixed ratio, yep. Let's start. Okay, so that's not too different from what I have right now. Okay, so I'll just place some guides here on the sides. Okay, and then I will. Wait, where is it? Where would be the middle of this? Okay, so it's slightly below the center. Okay, alright. Okay, I think I got what I was looking for. Just gonna make myself some guides here. This seems about right. And one here. And another one here. Okay. That's all I needed. Okay. Now, time to look up a reference image for what I'm going to be drawing next. Checking on the chat here. Napsta Chill says, "Hi, a follower from Tumblr here. Just wanted to come by and say that I really like your art." Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. And also thank you for coming by. Just say hi. Because that's fun. Okay. So getting back to Photoshop here. Alright. I almost forgot. I still have to get a reference image. And got distracted. Looking at chat. Reading a nice comment. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now, how exactly do I want to draw this? color here. Change the blending mode for this layer. And let's get started. I think I'm gonna start by drawing a wooden plank, believe it or not. And also lowering the brush flow here to 30%. Or perhaps 20? Okay, alright. That's good. I'm not quite certain what angle I want to draw this on. This is going to be some crazy perspective work here. I got to think about it carefully. Oh goodness. Admittedly, I am not the best at drawing straight lines. Okay. Yeah, I think I want them to be closer. So let me start over. Let's see. What if I went straight up, went like this? Yeah, that's it, that's it. That's a good angle. So let's see. Uh-huh. And then this? Yeah, okay. Okay. This might be it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is just straight up just lines right now, but what do you guys think it looks like? Kind of looks like a ladder. However, when I add these little lines here, whoa, whoops. Now it kind of looks like stairs, but it's not stairs that I'm trying to draw. These are not stairs. do y'all think this is? Maybe I'll add another line here. Excuse me. I'll add some shading here. Almost looks like a spider web, which isn't too far-fetched for what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, I'm trying to draw a bookshelf. I might not be getting the angle on these shelves here too well. Probably have to bring them in a little bit more. Anyways, I don't want to get too worried about it. Let's see. What should I do here? I think I'll get rid of this line here in the middle. I no longer need it. It was just to help me get the angle right, more or less. Okay. Actually, I'll add some cross-hatching here. Wait a second, am I... Oh, I don't have a... Oh my goodness, yeah, I don't have any pen pressure. Right, because I forgot that the pen software, I have to manually turn it on. So right now it's not on. Whoops. Okay, so I think I have to exit out of Photoshop. For now, I will save this. What time is it? Okay, so looks like I've been streaming for about an hour. I'm gonna try to do another hour streaming. And then I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. Because I spent all day in the kitchen making breakfast, and then I made myself a pumpkin stew with kabocha, pumpkin, carrots, some onions and garlic, stir-fried, sauteed, I should say. Some chicken stock in there, and oh, I roasted the pumpkin with some pumpkin pie spice. That was pretty good. Oh, and then I added some roughly chopped spinach in there, like last minute. Because you know how spinach be. Okay, so gotta turn off Photoshop for a second while I get the pen software going, so I can actually have some pen pressure going. Okay, and close that. Is it still on? Yes, and now we reopen Photoshop. Photoshop, where are you? Where art thou, Photoshop? Naps the Chill has been commenting again. Let's see. Oh, that makes sense now. By the way, have you considered getting Lazy Nezumi? It's got pretty good tools for straight lines and perspective, I think, if you're struggling. But no, actually I never heard of that. I will look it up after the stream. But, you know, sometimes when I really need it, um, to do like straight lines on Photoshop on my drawing tablet, I actually will go and grab like a wooden ruler and just put it on the screen and just draw the line. I usually do that for if I have to do like diagonal lines. Otherwise, I'll just use the guides in Photoshop itself to do the horizontal and vertical lines. But I will look into Lazy Nezumi. Um, and I also have to check if it might have compatibility with the version of Photoshop that I'm using, because I'm using a very old one. I'm actually using Photoshop CS6. You can even do fisheye perspective with it. Okay. Um, yeah, I'll look it up and see what that's all about. But thank you for the suggestion. Appreciate it. Okay, so back to Photoshop. Let's reopen the file. What is this song again? Is it when you've stolen something? Yeah, Keklian Shop. Runaway music. Thief! Okay, so here we are. Let's test the pen pressure. Let's see how we're doing. Whoops. Yep. That's it. That'll do it. That indeed is a pen pressure. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, because earlier, like, I was messing around with the brush flow, and I guess I wasn't really noticing much change. So let me change the pen pressure flow to 30%. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so back to business here. I'm going to add some shading to the shelves here. More just a guide to myself to remember what's going on here, what I was up to. Okay, sweet stuff, sweet stuff. Okay, alright. That is just fine. try to make the liner a bit more pronounced here. But yeah, I've been using Photoshop CS6 for, ever since it was released, and I've just been sticking with it since. Although I do have a bit of an interest in looking into Clip Studio Paint or whatever. But just really haven't felt the need to do it quite yet. But I am curious about it. I would like to try to use it. I think I might have actually used like a trial version at one point for like a day. But let me try to change the views on this here. Yeah, that's fine. Because I need to rotate the canvas. Okay. Alright. So I think I'm going to lower the opacity on this layer so I can start working on the actual subject of this piece. Before I do that, however, let me pick a different color here. I'm gonna create a bit of a box here. Make sure I stick within these confines. Excuse me. Whoops. What am I doing? Where's Photoshop? There we go. Okay. So I'll generally stick around with that, and what I'm gonna try to do is let me go with a green color here for this sketch, and you guys will see why in just a second. Okay, change the blending mode on that layer, and let's see, do a rough shape of what I'm trying to do here. Let me try to do a more angled pose here. And then after I do this, I'm going to go back to the background at a later time and add more detail. Okay, so we have a nice round blob here. What do you guys think this is? The color that I'm using is actually a bit of a hint. Just a bit of a hint. But what do you guys think this is so far? Huh? Come on, let me know, let me know. Take a few guesses. Let's check this angle here. I want it to be like this. this. I'll maybe fix this corner here. Might be too angled. So I have bookshelves, or just shelves. It's not necessarily for books in the background, and the shot looks like it's from underneath, right? And I just have this round, sort of oval shape in front, almost like it's falling from the shelves. What could it be? What am I drawing? Well, let me draw the next shape here, right? I'm gonna actually have to make this smaller just a wee bit to give myself some space for the rest. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong key here. Okay, that's good. Alright, here comes the next shape. What does that look like? It almost looks like a pitted olive. But that might just be a red herring. Just me trying to throw you off your guesses. Okay. Let me rotate the canvas again. This is a bit of a toughie for me. Trying to get the angle on this shape correct. But it's looking a bit lopsided for my taste. Let me try to maybe... go like this. Well, okay. I think I'm ready to draw the next clue, which I think will give it away, to be honest. Let's see. Let's do right here. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna lower the opacity on the background again, just a little bit. Okay, that's good. A mysterious avocado. Pokemon mystery avocado. Yep. Okay. Oh boy, I really am being so indecisive with this shape. I'm sorry. it has to be perfect, even though it's just a sketch. Okay, for real, this time. Let's draw the next shape that will most likely give this away. So, it's got a little thing here, and then it kind of goes like this. And then it comes down here. I hope I'm getting this right. Yeah, okay, alright. This might be it. Okay, so what's this, guys? What do you gather this is? I hope I'm not giving you guys a headache with all this canvas rotation. I'm gonna try to pick a different color here. Maybe just like brighter. Let's see. Too bright, too bright. I think kind of goes right here. Oh, this is still too bright for my taste. How about this? Okay, alright, that's fine. That's just fine. Okay. And then I guess it kind of goes like this. It's a bit tricky. Oh goodness, there's a couple of fire trucks passing by. Hopefully the microphone won't pick them up. Because we are not here for fire truck ASMR. No sir. Okay, I think that'll be that for that line. I think I'm gonna make this green a bit darker. Have to lock the layer here and then change the color. Okay, go darker. Go even darker. Darker still. More! More darker! It's not darker enough! This is a nice track. I like it. brush smaller, and now I have to draw these things. I've been watching a new show recently. I'm on I watched the third episode last night. Are you guys familiar with a show called Firefly? By, I think it's Josh Whedon is the director. And I wasn't too familiar with his works, or at least I didn't know that some things were actually done by him. And I'm just watching this show, and I'm thinking, you know, the dialogue for this show, it seems like it's like kind of corny. Um, it feels like I'm listening to comic book characters talk. Like it doesn't like feel too natural. It just feels like I'm watching like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm watching a very, oh goodness, what's the word? A very faithful uh, adaptation of a comic book, uh, which I'm not certain if this started as a comic book, but I feel like that's what I'm watching because the way that the dialogue is written, it just I feel like I'm listening to to comic book characters talk. Um, and I'm not talking about like uh, Avengers type stuff, right? This like feels very much like I'm just watching lines from a comic book being read, like dialogue lines. And then I learned that Josh Whedon did Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, now it makes sense. But it's a fun show. I'm enjoying it so far. Firefly, it's cool. Um, and I'm it's like I'm coming off from watching Star Trek and Babylon 5. So that this is there is a bit of a tonal, well, there is very much a tonal difference to this show compared to Star Trek, at least. Because Babylon 5 itself, another space um, fiction show, uh, also feels kind of campy compared to Star Trek. Um, like right now, I'm watching Star Trek Enterprise with Scott Bakula as the captain. Um, Great actor, by the way. I love his work. So yeah, Firefly is pretty interesting. Uh, Also very interesting cast of characters as well. Ragtag team type of thing. That's always fun. Okay, so do we know what this is? Because I'm sure it's pretty obvious now. It is Poltchageist. Wrong! It's Jigglypuff seen from above. Not really. Although, a Poltergeist inspired Jigglypuff. It's like, um, that idea would work. I think if it was like I'm sorry, yeah, a Poltergeist jar that looks like a Jigglypuff would be a cool idea to draw. A Jigglypuff jar Poltchageist. I guess it's kind of like how people draw Mimikyu um, covers and like as different Pokemon. I think I saw a Why Not cover for Mimikyu, and that was pretty cute. Okay, so here's the Poltchageist jar. Um, I'm not sure if I have the placement of the eyes correctly here. Let me try to warp this eye thing here a little bit. Warp! Oh my god. It looks so funny. Make it look a little bit more 3D, I suppose. Okay. I might have to work on the other one as well. And warp. Engage at warp factor 10. Now that we're on the topic of sci-fi. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm quite nailing this, but I'm gonna just stick with it, I suppose. Good enough. And now I have to rotate the canvas again because I think I need to fix. Boy. It just looks so funny. Okay. Ay ay ay. This is tricky. This is a tricky angle. But I'll do it. I think I just have to maybe lower the face a bit more. The eyes are so like warped in a funny way. It reminds me of that that emoji of the with the eyes like zoomed out, like popping out, looking to the sides or whatever. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Okay, so I think I have to get rid of this line because it's not in the right position, the right spot. And speaking of spots, I think I have to draw 3 of them here. Let me try drawing some lines here to kind of guide me. Like this, and I'll do one here, another one here, and this one right around here. Okay. Boy, let me tell you, PMD fans, this is This one's a toughie. I'm not quite getting it in the position that I'm looking for. Just gotta warp it the right way. Let me try to maybe expand it a bit. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to give in to the shape of this thing and just go crazy with it. Just go crazy. It's gonna look weird a little bit, but oh my god. It just might have to be done this way. I mean, if anything, it'll look interesting, right? Okay. Rotate one more time. And then, oh, there's the Monster House music. Because I do feel like I'm struggling a bit through a Monster House right now. Playing with crazy foreshortened perspectives is like playing with fire. But we'll get to it eventually. Just have to be patient. Just have to be patient. Keep trying. There's a Hatsune Miku Mimikyu out. Oh. I might have seen it. I'll have to look it up. Oh, Poltchageist. Okay, I haven't been keeping up with the newer Pokemon stuff much, so I guess it makes sense I couldn't identify this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's valid. That makes sense. I mean, even I'm having a hard time keeping up with them, but I have been keeping up with the card game recently because I've been playing it, and the most recent set that came out has a Poltchageist card. Okay, now let's see. Yep. That'll be it. I think that's it. I think I'm happy with this. Just maybe move the mouth here a little bit. Flatten it out a bit more. Ooh, that's a tough angle. That certainly was a tough angle. Okay, maybe widen this eye a bit more. The funny thing is, I'm calling it eyes, but I don't think it's the Pokemon's actual eyes. It's just painted on. And I've yet to see this Pokemon like actually animated. So I don't know if the eyes move or not. Hmm. Why are you crying, Ink, little guy? Why you look so sad? What if it's like a parasect situation where um, the jar itself actually used to be a Pokemon, but then a different ghost Pokemon came along and went inside it and took over? You know, I'm just putting it out there, just putting the idea out there in your head. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know. I might have to look at the back side of this jar because I'm not sure how the green crack um, works around it. Let's see. I think I might have to move this eye a bit more. Let's do the warp again. Hmm. It's giving like Naruto got a fisheye shot vibes. That was a mouthful. Mother Effer is about to unleash his sand attack on us. Mother Effer. Poltchageist. Whoa, wrong color. Okay, alright. I think we have that down. I'm going to save my progress and see how the stream is doing. Check on chat here. And let's check on the stream itself. So Poltergeist is a grass and ghost type. And I'm trying to think if there's another grass and ghost type out there. I'm sure there is. It can't be the only one. Grass and ghost. Grass and ghost. Hmm. Y'all gonna tell me a grass and ghost type in the chat, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, should have thought of that. Goodness. Let's see. I'm getting distracted a little bit here on my phone. But here's my channel. Here's the stream. Okay. Oh yeah, Trevenant. Yes, yes. There you go. Well, yep. That's 6th gen, I think. Pumpkaboo. Yep. There you go. See? That's it. That'll do it. Hey, if you're watching the stream and you're a Poltchageist fan, give the stream a like. And if you're not a Poltchageist fan, if you absolutely hate Poltchageist, then in that case I will have to ask you to like the stream. Is that cool? Do we have a deal? Thank you. Awesome. Let's move on. Okay, alright, so now I want to draw the actual ghosty inside of the jar. Poltchageist, John Poltchageist himself. Huh? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? I think I'm gonna make the little lip of the vase a bit larger. Just a smidge, not too much. Don't want to get too crazy. We can't be getting too rowdy here, you know? This is a chill draw stream. We do things, you know, not too crazy. We can't be getting too crazy around here. Can't afford that level of craziness around here. What are you? Okay, let's see. Alright, so how about let me put this at 60% and off we go. Hey, Sky Tower. The city Y is also ghost and grass. Oh, I forgot about that. Really? It's a ghost type? Or is it just the alternate Decidueye from Arceus Legends? What's that? Hisuian Decidueye? Maybe that's the ghost one. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Don't you quote me on that. Okay. There's John Poltchageist. Coming out of the jar. Whoops. I did not mean to erase that line. But I do want to erase this one. And this one. I suppose I could do like some sort of transparency thing, because it's a ghost type, right? So maybe I can make it see-through just a little bit later on. How about if I do this? Just like suggested lines, yeah. Okay, whatever. Let's not get too fancy. We just talked about this. We don't get too crazy around here. Not too fancy, not too nothing. We do it little by little. And then we see how we feel about things. Alright? Okay. Alright, there we go. This is cool. This is pretty cool. I like where this is going. Okay, so Napsa says Hisuian is grass and fighting apparently. Oh, okay. Hisuian Decidui. Okay, alright. Thanks for informing us. Actually, before I draw the little yellow swirly on John Poltchageist here, the one and only, I'm gonna stick with this green, and I'm going to draw the little hands. Where do I want to draw them? Let's see. Maybe we do another layer? And, what would be a good spot? Whoops. Oh, right, because I have to turn on this blending mode. Okay. It's got like 3 fingers or something. I'm not too certain if I want them there or not. Okay, well, I think I'll go with that, sure. I still have to draw the little lid hat that it has. Something else I'll have to think about. Whoops. My pen likes to remove the layer thingy in Photoshop and move it elsewhere. Okay, so, I'm being indecisive again. No, 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 not good. Let me try to move it here, perhaps. Perhaps. Maybe make it bigger? And, I don't know, maybe I'll get rid of these here. Just make it look like it's coming from behind the jar. More or less. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let's see. I think I'm gonna get rid of this hand here. Decisions, decisions. Why do I always have to make them? Chat? Why do I always have to make decisions? Okay, what I could do is maybe draw the head up here. Kind of small, like it's still behind the jar on its way down. Looks like a UFO. Ooh, what soundtrack is this one? Oh, Sky Tower Summit. Okay. Um, and speaking of PMD, right? Because I still want this to be a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon piece, right? So, um, I want to give Poltchageist a ribbon or something. But where can I put it? Yet another decision that must be made. I don't like all these decisions that I'm making. I don't like it. No, sir. But I have to make them. It is my responsibility, after all, to make these important decisions. I could have maybe a scarf tied around the lip of the vase. But I'm not certain if that would look too good. But let me give it a try. I could do an orange one. I could do an orange like bow or something tied around it. Hmm. Let me do another layer and just like very roughly sketch out a bow. Let's see. Maybe I could do, I don't know, maybe one here covering this crack or something. Maybe I'll just do like normal blending. Ooh. Mysterious. Rayquaza Summit. Or just a Rayquaza Den at the top of Sky Tower. Gotta make sure I give the bow a bit of an angle to it, right? Final battle! Versus Rayquaza. Oh boy. Yeah, that looks a bit funky. I'll have to redo it. Hmm. And then, go like this. And then come back down here. And a little something here. Okay, alright, that's a bow, right? That certainly is a bow. No, should I just let it hover or actually like do this? Like it's going around the pause. Hmm. Oh boy. Here I go again, struggling with shapes. Okay, alright, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna move it down just a little further. And, maybe go like this. And then, I think I'm going to add some color underneath it. Just so I can see the bow a bit better and make a decision on where I want it to be. Yeah, okay. I can go a little lighter with the line art. Okay, alright, that's it. Switch back to this, and okay, so let's see, how do I feel about this? Maybe I'll move it down further. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick with this. Okay, alright, that's it. Moving on to... Oh, I know, I can have the other hand holding onto the lid hat. So, like... Whoops, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong here? Wait, go to eyedropper tool. do current layer only? I think so. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Boom, nailed it. And just kind of have it like this. Like, oh no, my hot, my little lid hot. Oh, and pinky finger. Pinky finger out. Gotta be classy. I'm a little tea ghost, so I have to be fancy with everything I do. Yes, sir. Okay. Alright. I think we got something. And now, allow me to fill in the head itself. Drawing is always a battle. Yep. It sure is. No, but like on God though, like sometimes they just I really be struggling with some poses. Like you really have to think about like strategize in your head how you want to approach certain angles and certain lines. So yeah, it really do be like a battle. All right, so now, whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to upset you, Photoshop. I'm sorry. Have I offended you by clicking where I shouldn't? Well, it looks like we're almost at the end of this soundtrack. But I think there's a couple more tracks because then you have the after game stuff. But either way, I think I'm also kind of reaching the end of my batteries here for today. I think after I do this swirly, I'm going to end the stream. That said, I'd like to thank everyone who came by. It's been a real one. I'd like to thank you for all the likes that you gave to the stream, because that always helps out a lot or a little. Either way, it helps out, and that's what's important here. Because the true friends that we made along the way were the friends we made along the way. Sometimes it is that simple. I'd also like to thank the Academy, who always stood behind me, and the director, the co-producer, the sound guy. Can't forget the sound guy. Man, what am I talking about? I was thinking of like maybe making the lines here a bit wobbly, like "Whoa, I am falling, even though I'm a ghost and I can float, and I probably have levitate ability." Okay, let's see. Wobbly lines. Let's see how they come out. Um, you know, I'm not too certain about this. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, gang. Whoa, what the heck? What happened to the sound? Oh, it's just the video itself. I am not really feeling it, gang. I'm gonna redo it. And I think I'm gonna do it a bit smaller too. Okay, let's go for this. Whoa, what the? Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Napsuchill. Thanks for drawing cute Pokemon. You are welcome. You are so welcome, guys. That's what I'm here for. It's my destiny to draw cute Pokemon. When I was born, Arceus came down and he was like, "Yo, draw Pokemon, lol." uh, and I was like, "Yes, I must. It is my Pokemon given God-given right to draw cute Pokemon. I shall dedicate my life to it. Nay, my soul. And so it shall be." Am I really struggling with a freaking swirl doodle right now? You know what? I am. I'm gonna admit that I am because that's very on brand with me. I'll admit. But it's not an issue. It's never been an issue. I'm here for the challenge. Sometimes I'm not, you know. I'll be real. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm just like, you know, pick and choose my battles, right? That's what they say. That is what they say. And they are someone for sure. Perhaps a syndicate. Do y'all like my nonsense talking sometimes? Okay. I think that's it. Let's zoom out and see how we're doing so far. Let me get rid of those lines there. Bring back the line art. Okay. That looks a bit confusing, but you got the gist. I think I like this. Yeah, I'm feeling it. So, yeah, next Drawstream, I'll be picking up from here. I'd say this is a pretty good development so far. So, yep, once again, thank you for watching the stream. Thanks for liking it. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, because I know you did. Because why wouldn't you? You know, of course you would. Because you're enjoying the little doodles I'm making, and so you're subscribing to that YouTube channel. Thanks, Arceus. Yes. Uh, so yeah, I'm signing out, and keep an eye out for future announcements on Drawstreams, or alternatively, turn on those YouTube notifications on my channel, and YouTube will let you know when I'm live. All right, I'm gonna go chill. I've done enough work for one day, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching. Peace.